Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being with us again this week at the second half where we're letting the healing begin. I'm Cinder and I'm back another week, and I just thank you guys for chiming in with us, connecting with us. We're asking you right now to go to social media, and we want you to like, post, and share at the New Orleans Talk Network and Boomers Lifestyle Network. I am so excited today, and I'm honored to have a friend, and I know he's a gentleman who you know, a New Orleans businessman, real estate investor, Mr. Derrick Shepherd. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Thank you for having
You
me.
look good.
Good to see you
You're
again,
looking
Miss
good
Cinder.
this morning. Awesome, awesome. And I thank you because we were just kind of had our back up against the wall a little bit, and by popular demand, I got the call saying Derrick Shepherd. So I thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Such an honor. How you doing?
I am awesome. I'm awesome. Just trying to get out in the community and change the hearts and minds of some people about receiving people who want a second chance. So that's
Awesome.
currently been my
Wow.
mission.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And that's the running theme of our show.
Yes,
The
yes.
second half of life.
Yes.
Whether you're a boomer and beyond, or the second half of life as it relates to starting over.
Mm-hmm.
And God is so faithful to us, Mr. Shepherd. You know, He gives us every day is another chance.
Yes,
Every
yes,
day we're
yes.
assessing, our lives, where we've been, where we're going, righting the wrongs, and
Yes.
just doing things differently.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
I think it's an awesome opportunity for everyone to step out on faith
Yeah.
and show their talents.
Yes.
You know, this morning I had an opportunity to talk to a friend. She was in line to get a king cake in the East.
Yes.
This big phenomenon of getting some king cake, I think is a Vietnamese made king cake. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh God, all power to you.
Yeah.
So my challenge to people listening within the sound of my voice, make your own dream.
Oh,
Come up
wow.
with your own concept that people will stand in line
I
for
see
us.
where you're going.
Whatever your talent is, if you may be the best red bean maker, show us.
Yes.
Open a shop, take a leap of faith, trust that God has an opportunity for you, and show your best red beans, your best white beans, your best king cake, your best pound cake, whatever it is that you can make, that you
Yes.
can show this world. Now is the time. The
is the
spirit of opportunity is now.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I love that. I love talking about opportunity.
Yes,
I love what you're
yes.
saying now. We said that last week when Dr. Truth was here. It's that opportunity comes.
Yes.
It's moving.
Yes.
It's something like faith. It's moving. It's always moving. And it's going to come, but are you going to be prepared?
Yes, yes.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
That's,
Opportunity is sort of like a spirit going down the street. It wants to stop at every house, but it can't. It has to stop at the house where the door is open.
oh my God.
Is your door open, ready for this opportunity? And what it means is that, one, I have the ability. Two, I believe in my ability.
Yeah.
Three, I'm going to step out on faith, whether I have to put two nickels together, whether or not I have to borrow from friends and family, whether or not I have to just sell out the back door of my home. I'm going to step out on that faith and let opportunity in. And I can assure you, opportunity will there. You will learn something from the experience. Whether or not you make $1 million or $1, you will learn something from the experience that will change your life and change your generations, your lives of over and over and over generations.
Oh my God.
And that's what we're trying to do.
That's what you're trying to do.
That's what we're trying
What
to
you're
do.
talking about is generational wealth and setting not only yourself up, but future generations.
And generational optimism, of having a generation that comes behind you that sees that, my greater days are ahead of me, not behind. The good old days are the good new days. And it can happen. Because remember, for our people, we've never had the good old days.
Okay.
Our good old days are coming. But set ourselves up for your generation, for your seed to go forward and see more and more and more. You know what? Great-grandmother struggled, grandmother struggled,
Yeah.
mama struggled. I'm stepping into opportunity. So you know what? I never see that personality or that side that says I can't.
Right.
I can do anything.
Anything.
I can do anything.
Oh my gosh.
So that's kind of what the challenge that we need to bring on. Whether or not you from Avondale to Algiers, from the East Bank to the West Bank, this is an opportunity. If a small Vietnamese shop in the East with no advertisement can sell 1,000 king cakes at $14 each
Oh my God.
every day,
You're talking
During king
economics.
cake season is 30 days, so you do the
Can you
numbers.
imagine?
From a small shop like that, clearly somebody in Algiers, somebody in Marrero, somebody in Kenner, somebody in Gentilly.
Yeah.
I'm challenging you.
Challenge us, please.
Please step forward and show us. I don't care if it's pecan candy, cold cups, snowballs. Show us, and we'll stand in line. It's obvious. We'll stand in line for a king cake.
Yes, sir.
During the rain and during the cold,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
stand in line for your product. Believe.
My goodness.
Believe.
This is powerful.
That's all you have to do is believe.
I'm excited already.
Yes,
You're gonna
yes.
make me hot.
And in the second half, of your season,
Yes.
you've experienced enough in your first half
Yes.
to know. Well, I'm not going to do it that way. I did that like that when I was 27, and I got a
Didn't
bad
work.
experience.
Yes,
I
yes.
tried it again when I was 34, and it didn't work. But right now, I'm 49. I'm 54. I'm going to step out and do it this way and use that marketing strategy
My
to do it.
goodness.
This is it. This is the time.
Experience is a teacher.
Yes.
We live in marvelous times.
Yes.
I was talking to my oldest daughter last night. It's like we're living in the best of times and the worst of times. First of all, for the believer, and you're a believer.
Yes.
This is the greatest hour for believers, because even with all the chaos and turmoil that's going on in our world, this is the time that we can really step up and be the kingdom. I love saying that. We can step up and do things that we've never done before. We live in a time of technology.
Yes.
How can we not start businesses? How can we not have a .com? How can we not move forward? Because opportunity, what you're talking about, is...
And it's nothing to be afraid of. It's nothing to be afraid of, to step out and learn something new that could be beneficial. The world is both big and small now.
Wow.
At one point, it was just big.
Yes.
And at one point, it was just small. But now it's big and it's small. So now is an opportunity to step out and say, you know what, I've always wanted to learn this. Well, there are so many local programs that will do that. And if not, grab one of your grandchildren, because they can sure teach you. And sit them down and say, no, this is my time to share with you, so you can show me how this thing works and how it doesn't work, so that you can expand. And one of the issues that has always been sort of complacent in our community, especially with our people, is this belief that it just won't happen. I won't get the support. I can assure you, if you do it in excellence, and in the spirit of love, to the point where, you know what, I'm not necessarily doing it for the dollar. I'm doing it to show the expertise of my craft, of my gift from God.
Yes, sir.
In turn, he still sits high and he looks low, and he sees what you're doing, and he will say, blessings, my child, favor, whether you never see it before. Overflow. It comes, but it comes from a sense of you doing it for the right reasons. Righteousness always rolls down like a mighty stream if you do it the right way. And that's always been the spirit. I tell you, Cinda, when I was met with the mayor and other legislators, and I was just attacked because of my past.
Yes.
So many people told me, well, don't worry about it, let it go. And so, but I didn't. The spirit came over me and he said, fight back this time. And when I had the opportunity to fight back, and I thank God he gave me the resources to do it, I started to try to get a movement open where other people who are similarly situated but can't articulate in a certain way, or were afraid to put their necks out to say, no, I'm going to just hide my face. I say, no, step out the shadows. This is our time just as well as anyone else's time.
Yes,
but you cannot do it without belief. And it starts there. It starts with belief.
Yes. We have to refuse to be denied.
Yes.
I like that, those words, fight back.
Fight back.
You got to have some fight back.
And fight back isn't tearing down the city, and it's not picketing up and down the street. It's using the resources and the tools and the systems that are available. So in my fight back, what I did is I just took $10,000 and I went on TV and I told the story and I started a movement.
Yes, sir.
I would say, okay, this is the system y'all use to beat me up. I'm going to take this same system and let y'all know that, you know what, you're not doing your jobs. You're just attacking people because you think it sells a newspaper or it looks good on the radio. But you don't understand that there's a family, there's friends, there's a community behind. So that's all right. And the same thing can happen. There is nothing. Your ladder will be your greater if you believe.
Yes. And I love what you're saying. This is so important, and I pray that those who need to hear this are hearing this. For so long, we as a culture of people, when things have gone awry, when we face issues, we fought. We
Yes.
literally got out there and we showed our color
Yes.
and we fought. But what you're saying is that you took the system,
Take
the same
it.
systems that were used against you. You took that and you used it to start a movement, to move forward your purpose. Of
Through
what
an
you thought was
example of somebody like you. Look at your story. Your story is awesome. From Clear Channel to now starting your own.
right. Yes, sir.
Imagine had you let the experience of Clear Channel had a bitter taste in your mouth, and you just
Yeah.
would have walked away and says, "I'm never going to." No one would have this powerful platform
Yes,
to
sir.
be able to log on and listen and get inspired to say, you know what, let me get up off my butt
Yeah.
and do something.
Do something.
And I'm asking people to take that same spirit and pivot. You worked, even if it's menial, you worked at a hospital and you serviced people, you cleaned and you did everything that you could. For whatever reason, this hospital was sold and now you're out of.
Yeah.
Start your Janet
Start
King.
your own.
Start your own cleaning
Oh my
service.
God.
Step out and believe.
Yeah.
And just start with a few family people.
Mm-hmm.
You've worked so long at a school, and the school, start your own tutoring service. Believe. We don't need the government to
No,
come in and
sir.
save us.
Oh.
We need the Holy Spirit
Yes.
to enter our lives and tell us and show us that I am still God. I was God of Isaac, Abraham, and Joseph. I am your God. I will be there with you the moment you step out in faith. The moment you take one step to me, I'll take 20 to you.
It's going to take 20.
I'll take it.
And provision's going to come.
It comes.
Don't look at what you have.
It comes.
It's
It
going to
comes.
come. Isn't that something?
Sweetheart, the blessings of God is that when I fell and bumped my head and lost my mind in 2006, I thought it was the end of the world. I thought it was the end of the world.
Yeah.
But he kept saying, trust me. I
Yeah.
love you, so I have to
Yeah.
chastise you.
Because you get
I love you.
you're going somewhere.
But I promise you, if you don't cuss me and die, if you hang in there and hang your faith, I know it's going to hurt. But when you get through, it'll be, I never thought I'd be in this situation where I could go, and when my time came, I had the resources. I had the money to go. That's nothing but God. I thank
God.
God when I wrote the check. Thank you, God, I had it.
Yes.
And he will be, just like he's there for me, he will be there for anybody else.
I'm excited. We've got to go to break. This is good.
Yes.
This is
yes.
good. I can listen to you all day.
It's always
You're
good.
awesome.
It's always good to believe and have faith and know he's there.
Amen. We're going to break. Mike, take us to break, but we'll be back in a moment with Mr. Derrick Shepherd. You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Goodness.
Divorce, separation, poverty, financial lack, financial need. Most issues that we're not dealing with in the church setting. But thank the Lord, there's an answer coming for you through the Forgiven Show, hosted by me, Evangelist Melanie Pichon. Stay tuned as we will meet you weekly, every Thursday, to discuss and give answers to the situations and the challenges that you're facing. Remember, show starts January 18th, 2018.
Has a friend or family member ever recommended a doctor to you? A doctor that's near you, takes the time to listen, and gets to know you as a person, not a rushed number on a chart. A doctor that actually helped them get well and stay that way. More and more friends and family of GenCare Senior Medical Center patients recommend us to those they know and love. Why? Because GenCare treats them like family, like a friend. And isn't that what friends and family do for each other?
My family is very important. We have the whole family under the same roof, as we say, and the same doctor who takes care of all of us.
Because everybody's healthy, happy, and to be together, you know.
It is awesome. It's wonderful. I tell my friends, I'm going to tell my family.
My wife is also a member, you know. We try to stick together. We've been married for 58 years, so.
Come feel the Gen Care difference. That difference is why our patients recommend us. You'll see why.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
This is Cinder, and I'm back. We're back at the second half with Derrick Shepherd, my co-host for today, and you are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
This is great. Off air, I love the conversation that goes on off air, but we were talking about the city. The
Yes.
city of New Orleans that you are so connected to,
Yes.
and have been such a benefit to, actually. And you were talking about the national platform that we have during Mardi Gras and Essence. Share that with us, and how not only we as a community can benefit from it, but as individuals, as ministries, as churches, and as
Yes.
business owners, how can we benefit from those platforms?
We have to get back to the party with a purpose atmosphere. Of course, New Orleans is known for its partying, and it brings in a national spotlight. I'm not deterring from that. I just want us to use that to pivot to the purpose and use our national platform to have our local people empowered to benefit from this. Okay. Not just benefit from the business aspect of running these events, Mardi Gras, Sugar Bowl, Essence, but imagine if Essence was brought in together. We use that as a national spotlight to bring in all national peoples. We could do a citywide talent show with the Ann Winters and the Serena Williams and bring all of them in. We have a national, a local talent show where 10 people are discovered. Imagine if we had an Actors Guild where we brought in Denzel and Morgan Freeman, who's a neighbor from Mississippi. We brought them in and we discovered 10 local actors. If we do these things to empower, to have the vision of our people to do that, then we could benefit. And it's not only into arts and entertainment, but in the business world. We brought in people from Atlanta, from Houston, to say, how did your city grow to the point that it is? And we had this, use the platform, use the cameras on us to benefit us. And, you know, those are some of the things I'm hoping the mayor-elect takes and sort of takes it to the next level.
Awesome, awesome.
Opportunity.
And not only, see, we're not hearing. This is the kind of conversation that we're having and that you're sharing with us that we really don't get a lot of.
Yes.
We get information on another level from the media, which I guess we're a form of the media. And the reason I love this platform is because we can bring people like yourself in and we can learn.
Right.
We've learned so much from you this morning. And so what is it that you feel at this? I know that you're involved in real estate and you have your other business ventures, but I'm asking you this morning, what is it that you feel that you can put in place that maybe we can work with you to reach into the community? Because there are those of us who do want to participate. We do want to take our lives to the next level, but we need to hear what you're saying.
The first things as individuals, what we can do as a community is have our house in order to be ready for the opportunity. I'm asking people to make sure that you are of capacity, because that's always been the biggest issue. I'll give you a prime example. I've been asking people to consider going into the insurance industry or some of the necessary industries of real estate to have us capacity so that we can go to people in the community and say, look, I have this, I need it, so can you sell it?
Yes.
I have this, well, the state says I have to have insurance, can you insure me so I don't have to go outside of the community? So often we have that done. Making sure, because of course my background has always been in the political arena, to make sure that we are registered to vote, that we voice. Numbers dictate changes. If you want anything done in your community, numbers make people stop and look. So having that organization within your community, within your block, always starts the process. So making sure we have our spiritual house in order, our economic house in order, and your household in order, to make sure that there's not dysfunction within your home, so that when you called upon to attend a function or to speak or to lead something, you can do it without having the distractions of your home being in disarray. So we have remember, opportunity goes down the street, but it won't stop at your house if the door isn't open. And you have to have that door open in order to have that opportunity to come and you share your gift with the world.
Yes. And as Dr. True said the other week, I love it, he said, excuses are crutches for the uncommitted.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
That blessed my life.
Yes,
oh my gosh.
yes.
But now, in our communities, and the second half is a large faith-based, network of pastors and people who watch and support us. That's where you find our people.
Oh yes, still.
So that's where change. I believe that's where marketplace change has to start. It's with churches. How do we get? A lot of times we're not as the church, which is our everything. It's not as committed to implement these programs that you're talking about. If it starts there, do you agree that it has?
One of the only few issues I've had with some of the local churches is coordination of services. I would love to see some of the local churches don't duplicate the services. Where you have a clothing bank here and you have a food bank here, if one can just do there, everybody focus their attentions on the needs there of the clothing drive at Church X. Church Y does the food. Church Z does the homeless shelter piece. Church N does the women battle program. If we could do those type of coordinated services, but because the church is so important to our community, I just respect and try to support any church that's doing anything. Because at the end of the day, this is our base. And with that, there's one piece I do want to plug, and I've always been a big proponent of saving young black men. I've always known that yes, young black men are part of the problem, but they are also the solution. One of the things I'm encouraging people, especially the faith-based people who are watching your show in such great numbers, take your children to church.
Oh, wow.
Do not. Let's go back to that old school thing. Let's go back to where I don't care what you did last night. You're getting your butt up and you come. Let me tell you what happens when a young person, and I'm still in that area where I can speak on this.
Yes, sir.
Well, a young person is dragged to church. This is what happens. Of course, he goes to church with the attitude, I don't want to be here. I can't stand this lady for bringing me. I can't stand this man for bringing me. I'm going to sit here and I'm not going to pay attention at all. Oh, and I'll never do it when I'm grown. I'm never going to bring my children. So this is what happens, because I can speak from experience.
Me too.
You sit in the church and you close your eyes and you try to go to sleep. You get an elbow saying wake up, so you're half up, you're half asleep. And then the preacher's preaching and the thing is over with and you're so glad to leave. Trouble comes, or there's a moment that comes, and in the back of your mind,
yes, sir,
something seeped in, something organic like water into the ground, then seeped in my mind, and all I'm hearing at the time of my trouble, yeah, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall.
Yes,
well, I heard that somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Wait on the Lord. Oh, wait a minute, I heard that somewhere. I will trust in the Lord. And wait a minute, I heard that song. I know that. Well, let me just, I'm not going to get in the car with y'all and go and do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let that go. Because something just seeped in my brain from when Mama and Grandmother brought me to church and I had to hear that. What was that preacher's name? I don't know. But okay, all right, I'm going to just try the right thing.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to try the right thing. And you try the right thing, and it works out.
Train up a child.
Bring them in the church. Let them be mad at you in the pews. so that when you put your head down at night,
Yes,
they're
sir.
doing the right
You'll
thing.
know.
You got to give them
Yes.
some of the tools
Yes,
to be successful in
Yes,
this world.
sir.
And the Word of God is the greatest tool
It's
of
the
all.
greatest tool of all.
And you got to bring them. You got to drag
Oh,
them.
my
I don't care what
God.
time they got. They came in at 2 in the morning, 7 in the morning, we're going to
Yes.
Bible study.
Yes.
7 in the morning, we're going to start the first sermon of church, first time of church, we going and you going too.
You're going to. When they get old, the word says they won't depart.
They won't.
It doesn't mean
It
that they
comes
won't
back.
go into the world, but they're going to come back.
They're going to come back.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm a living witness.
You're a witness?
I'm a living
We're going
witness.
to talk about that after break.
Yes.
How it brought you back.
Brought me all the way back.
Oh, my
But
God.
nothing but by the grace of God.
I'm telling
I
you.
thank my grandfather was a deacon at an old church in Mississippi. And I would go there and just, Lord, I just didn't want to be there.
Anywhere
But
but here.
baby, when my time came, I had my grandfather to thank.
God,
Yes.
it's like an arsenal.
Thank you, Papa. I said, thank you, Papa. I
Yes,
got it.
yes,
I
sir,
got
I
it.
got it.
And you know what? It was the prayers from him and our ancestors praying, saying, I know they're gonna do stupid things, Lord. Save my child. And he said, I didn't forget. I'm doing this for your grandfather.
Yeah.
I'm doing this for your great grandfather
Yeah.
who was faithful and who was there for me. Because you showed me a little bit. I'm gonna be there for you.
The Word of God speaks of a cloud of witnesses that they're up there rooting us on.
Mm-hmm.
They went through.
Yes.
We all go
Yes.
through. They prayed us. They prayed for us.
Yes.
That sometimes that's their last prayer.
Yes.
Sometimes that's what keeps them here. They want to
Yes.
make sure that we're okay. And then we depart and we go into the world and we have our life experiences, but we believe that prayer brings us back.
Oh, it
Isn't it
does.
powerful?
Absolutely.
I want to talk. We're going to break again,
Yes.
another break. But we're going to break, and when we come back, Derrick, I want to talk about that experience.
Sure.
And
Absolutely.
how that prayer of your ancestors brought you back.
Yes,
and where you are
absolutely.
now and where you're going. We're getting ready to go to break. We have Derrick Shepherd here, and when we come back, we're going to talk some more with him. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Don't leave us. Bye-bye.
Tired of feeling like a number instead of a person when you go to the doctor? Well, at GenCare Senior Medical Center, we know your name. We know your family. We know you like a friend and treat you that way.
Sometimes I forget she's the doctor, and I'll say, girl, you know I had a headache so bad the other day.
I like GenCare's approach. I smile when I leave GenCare.
I'm just like going to one of my relatives' house. I can sit down and talk. I feel like family.
I really enjoy my doctor. I have a personal relationship with him, and he truly is devoted to healthcare providing rather than just make a buck.
Oh, Dr. Jones and I are experiencing a great relationship because he listens. Just because we've gotten older, it doesn't mean that we're not able to do.
At GenCare, our doctors take the time you need. We listen. We don't rush you. Isn't it time you felt the GenCare difference?
What's up, readers and shakers? It's your girl, Rhonda M. Lawson, sending you a personal invite to the Literary Lounge. Tune in to Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for the best in literary conversation. Each week, a different author will join us to talk to their most important readers, you. You can also call in to ask your own questions. So don't forget, each Wednesday at 7 p.m., join us in the lounge for Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. See you there.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
I'm Matt Peel from Movement Academy. Did you know that according to the Center for Disease and Control, nearly 1/3 of Louisiana residents over the age of 50 are classified as obese and have had no leisure time physical activity in the past month. Additionally, 47% of people over the age of 55 have experienced increased confusion or memory loss that interferes with social interaction or household chores. These statistics are strongly related, but there is a brighter side to this gloomy outlook. New studies are out that confirm physical exercise can improve cognitive functioning and slow down the onset of dementia. Movement Academy has developed an online exercise program that can help you with weight management, prevent injuries from losing your balance, and teach complex movements to improve your cognitive functioning. Whether in the privacy of your own home or in a group with friends, Movement Academy can improve the quality of your life for only a few cents a day. Go to www.movementacademy.net and sign up for your brighter side of life right now.
Not like go.
I like to tell them stuff.
We are back at the second half, and look at here, look
Yes.
at here.
Yes,
What
yes,
happened
yes.
while on break? We had none other than the amazing
My
evangelist
God,
Melanie P.
my
Sean.
God.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. Nothing to compare to what you've been listening to, I'm sure, before I
he's
got
awesome.
here.
He's
Amazing.
awesome. Thank
Amazing.
you so much for inviting
I've
him
taken
to our
notes
show.
over the years.
No,
Taking notes.
no.
These two are friends.
Yes.
You guys
Yeah.
are friends.
Yeah. Because after going through what Derrick has gone through, you need forgiven to go forward.
My goodness.
Yes.
And so, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's powerful.
If you don't know, one of the best preachers around.
I agree.
See, it's about the
Bar none.
craft. When it's all said and done with, are you a good television host? Do you do real estate? But at the end of the day, can you preach the word? Move,
Glory to
inspire,
God. Glory to
uplift.
God.
Yes.
That's that's one of the things because we talked about earlier about the church and things that are going on. One of the aspects I will be honest with you to say is that the preaching has to step up.
Okay.
We need people who are bringing the word to a generation that's living in the 21st century, and the 21st century problems and aspects of it, and to have somebody like this lady of the Lord.
Bless you.
I like
but
this.
Derrick, you know,
You do it.
You
do
said
it. You
something
bring
that
it.
was key though, because you said preachers need to step up.
Yes.
And if you agree with me, you have to step out before you step up.
Oh.
Step out from the old way of doing things. The word doesn't change.
Not
It's
at
just
all.
the method whereby we bring the word.
Right.
Because I'm sure you can't go to McDonald's today and order the same thing you ordered years ago. There was no drive-throughs. And I venture to say, if it's raining, you're not going to get out and just go in the store. You're going to use the new method to get the same hamburger. So it is with the word. We just have to make sure that we hear the signs of the time and reach people where they are.
How did you develop your style? How were you inspired by? Because I say this, like I remember when I was a child, when I heard preachers in the 70s and they would preach, it was a standard, and it was effective because it was for that time.
Exactly.
But to hear somebody like you
Praise the Lord.
preaching today, when you share the word, it's a 2017, 18 words. So how did you come
Because
about
when
doing
I
it?
was little and I was in the
Yes.
back of the church, I was the one making spitballs until I heard the man of God say,
just
and he
talking
got
about
up.
that.
I was like, yep, it's over now, it's over now. So I always said as a little girl, I'm going to do something for the people who sit in the back and make
Yes.
spitballs.
Okay.
So I
That was your audience.
Yeah, I preach to the people with spitballs.
That's that fresh thinking about if I can get those people in the back. I know the people in the front, I need the people in the back. So and that's what we were talking about, the people in the back. Now, were you brought to church or did you go willingly?
Well, my mom was a drug addict. She drugged me to church. She drugged me to Bible study. She drugged me to prayer meetings. She drugged me to funerals. We didn't even know the people. So because of her church addiction, I was always in church.
Didn't I say it?
Yeah, you said that.
Drag them. Bring them.
We didn't have a choice.
Bring them. And guess what happened? If you wouldn't have been dragged, you probably have been a great teacher, great administrator, great whatever, but so many other people would have been less blessed from not having your experience. We have to, this generation that has gotten away from the church is an incumbent upon us to drag them. I don't care what you did Saturday night. Sunday morning, you shall be.
Exactly.
You know, in the law, they say shall is a mandate.
That's right.
It's not an
no
option.
Exception.
Will is an option.
Yeah.
May is an option.
Yeah.
But when they put the law shall, you shall be at church.
Absolutely.
Now look, you want to go out? I know you're coming to me Saturday at 6 o'clock and you're telling me you want to go out. Okay.
Done it.
You shall be in church tomorrow morning.
Yes.
So if you want to go, go. If you want to come home, if you come home at 6:59, you're going to go take a bath, you're going straight to church, and you're going to say, and you're not going to sleep. Because I'm going to be right there pinching you.
No
my mama was a pincher.
Yeah. It was the look. It was the look.
Oh, my goodness.
She can boomerang a belt with just her eyes.
And but it comes back full circle. So therefore, like when our young black men understand and they get the concept, when somebody steps on my toe, I'm not going to shoot you.
No.
Because the word of God has seeped into me, and I'm going to give it a pass, and I'm going to let it walk off, and I'm going to just say, okay, don't worry about it.
But sometimes, Derrick, in the home, you're stepped on, and you can't do anything about the home. So you have that built-up anger, and you go on the outside, and someone steps on your toe. You're thinking about really what happened at home, that you really don't have a choice, because these are people you love, you live with. So that anger, sometimes it stems from the house.
And it just comes out.
It does.
Wow.
It does.
Wow. Well, we can save our community. It's there for us. And it starts with the word of God, and it starts with the power that it enforces upon the masses to see us and different people. You are human, you're a child of God. You can do it and you can be. And that's what this whole show has been about. Asking people in the second part of your season to step out on faith and create the community you want to see. You don't have to buy from someone else if you create it.
Yeah,
you really don't.
You don't have to.
You are the originator.
Yes, you are.
This is awesome. This is wonderful. Now, we promised our audience before we went to break that when we came back, we would talk about your experience a little bit. About what has taken place and where you are now and what you would do differently.
Well, I would do a lot of things different because experience in life teaches you to sometimes go left when you go right. Nevertheless, more than anything, I will probably have, listened to my mom and dad a little bit more. Younger people coming up believe that they now have all the answers. All the while that your parents have been through it and they're trying to tell you, don't open that door, don't go that way. So my whole experience of being chastised by the Lord came because I didn't listen. I didn't listen at the time. So when I went through all of my experiences, one of the things it did, it quieted the world. When I was in politics and the noise of everything came at me. And you hear the voices that tickles the ear as opposed to the ones that's supposed to pierce the heart. That's what I heard. I heard the ear. I didn't listen to the heart. So what it did is slow me down, and it allowed me to discern the heart and the ear. So I think not only am I a better person, but I'm a better listener.
Yes, you are.
Because now I understand, man. I understand who's righteous and who's unrighteous. I understand the hidden agendas.
But you still have the love for them. I see the love exuberating from you.
Our people are awesome people, man. When you can make lemonade, not from lemons, but from rinds. You know what I'm saying? From peelings.
Absolutely.
When you can do
still
that, that's all
Right.
I got. And taste that.
God.
Taste that. And it's just awesome. So, of course, because this is nothing. Our people are God's people.
Absolutely.
Our people are God's people who He just called for a purpose. And then we just have to hear that purpose.
Yeah.
And part of that purpose is coming and being on your show, Sunday.
Yes.
So I thank you for this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Anytime I can sit next to this lady, it
You
was
know what?
done.
You know what?
Oh my
Done.
God.
You're only going to listen.
I know
Yes.
it. This is powerful. It's been such a powerful. We know that you have to leave.
Yes,
You're
yes.
a busy person, but we are just so awesomely thankful that you came. Your spirit, your anointing. I did not expect this.
Oh, that
I
just.
And what you share, and the fact that you're sharing from your experience.
Oh.
What more powerful story?
So that others can overcome.
Yes.
Because the word says, and they overcame.
They have to see our scars.
See that? Exactly.
The world's not moved by our greatness and our perfection. It's moved by our scars.
Yes.
And for us to see what you've gone through,
Oh, yes.
it was public.
And the biggest message I can tell anyone, my fall was my fall.
Yes. Yes.
I don't. It's easy for me to say, well, this person and that person. That's not true. The truth of the matter is I caused my own problems. And I'm willing to stand up and look and say, I did this to myself.
Powerful.
When you're willing to look in that mirror and say, God, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer because I did it.
Yeah.
And something comes over you and he touches you.
Absolutely.
He touches you and he says, good, my child. Now, here's my blessings. Go and sin no more.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love him for that. I love him for that. I love him for that.
I feel that. I
Yeah, I
feel
love
that.
it.
Well, we're godly proud of you. So
Oh,
proud
thank
of
you. Thank you.
so proud.
I
Even
will
on
be
my
back
way-
better and stronger.
On my way here, I saw some young gentlemen just along the road. But if you could take like 30 seconds and just tell them something about where they are and how not to get to where you were.
My goodness.
You are the captain of your faith. You are the master of your ship. Believe that the purpose that he has for you can be attained. You want the benefits of this world? Seek him. You want the blessings? Let me even be more raw to you. You want money in your pocket. You want to have a pretty wife. You want to have a nice house. You want to take care of your family. Trust God.
Trust God.
Do his will. If you have to work at Popeyes,
that's it.
trust
That's
God.
it. That's it.
Don't steal.
Yes.
Don't take what is not yours. Don't kill.
Thank you, Father.
Go hungry.
Yes.
I promise you, his seed never begs bread.
Never.
You may be hungry Sunday, but he just wants you to be hungry to prove to him that you can take it. And on Monday, he's going to bless you. But you have to take that step forward. My brother, the world is yours. It's always been yours, but you have to do it the right way. If you do it the right way, it'll come to you.
Wow.
And it's not by stealing or killing or robbing. No, that's the destroyer. You're not that person.
Wow.
I don't care what happened to you in life, whatever the home is, whatever the situation. If you trust God and put your faith, he will turn it around and he will bless you. You are the answer. You are not not the problem.
My goodness.
It just doesn't get any better than that.
Oh my God.
Thank
The
you.
doors of the church are open.
Oh my God.
This is Pastor
You
Shepherd.
no, you got it. I'll take notes, baby. I've taken my notes. Yes, I've taken
We're going
notes.
to break now, but we'll be back in a moment. Derrick is going to leave us. Oh my
Yes,
goodness. You
yes,
got to come again.
yes.
Promise us that you'll come again.
I will. But first I got to go pay those bills.
Yes. Okay,
And I
we'll
want
be
you to
back
pay
in
yours.
a moment at the second half. Take us to break, Mike. Wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my
Divorce, separation, poverty, financial lack, financial need. Most issues that we're not dealing with in the church setting. But thank the Lord, there's an answer coming for you through the Forgiven Show, hosted by me, Evangelist Melanie Pichon. Stay tuned as we will meet you weekly, every Thursday, to discuss and give answers to the situations and the challenges that you're facing. Remember, show starts January 18th, 2018.
friend or family member ever recommended a doctor to you? A doctor that's near you, takes the time to listen, and gets to know you as a person, not a rushed number on a chart. A doctor that actually helped them get well and stay that way. More and more friends and family of GenCare Senior Medical Center patients recommend us to those they know and love. Why? Because GenCare treats them like family, like a friend. And isn't that what friends and family do for each other?
My family is very important.
We have the whole family under the same roof, as we say, and the same doctor who takes care of all of us.
Because everybody is healthy, happy, and to be together, you know.
It is awesome. It's wonderful. I tell my friends, I'm going to tell my family.
My wife is also a member, you know. We try to stick together. We've been married for 58 years, so.
Come feel the GenCare difference. That difference is why our patients recommend us. You'll see why.
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
We are back at the second half with Evangelist Melanie.
We are here.
Pishon.
We are here.
Oh
How are
my
you today?
God, I'm awesome.
Excellent. You look
It's
wonderful.
so good. You look beautiful.
You look wonderful.
Love your hair. You know, we never know
Phase
who you
number
are, what you're
52.
gonna do. Thank you so much for being here on the
Thanks
second
for the
half
invite.
today, Evangelist
Yes.
Mel. Today, we have a few moments left,
Okay.
but we want to talk about the event that's coming up. First of all, you're doing a lot.
We are.
The God of Melanie Pishon was
We
off
are.
the chain.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, that was, and
thank
then
you,
the
family.
vision board.
Thank you, family. Yes.
Oh, I know you guys probably saw the pictures, but we need you to
Yeah.
go to Boomer's Lifestyle or
You have
either
to.
Evangelist Melanie Pishon,
You got
and you'll
to.
be able to see the images
Yes.
from the vision boarding, Pro
Amazing.
Vision Board.
Amazing.
Oh my God, when I saw that, I
amazing.
wasn't able to attend. I was out of town.
Well, we're
But
doing
I
an encore,
heard
so
about it.
we're doing an encore.
Where?
Absolutely, it's to be followed. We have so much to do now, but I know we're planning to do one specifically for men.
Okay.
So that's
For men.
Yeah, just for men. So we're gonna try to get that one done, and then we'll do
Okay,
something
awesome.
again.
But something's coming up in March. I want to talk about. I'm
We're
so excited, and I'm telling you,
excited.
the text messages on the
Yes,
phone
thank you,
are
Jesus.
just awesome.
Thank you, Jesus.
From designers, local designers.
Please.
Talk about it.
I know many of you know about what happened with the young boy with the H&M advertisement, and we don't really want to go so much as to what happened with his family.
Right.
But after I listened to Pastor Jamal Bryant and he began to educate me on the historicity of H&M, I thought we need to support our own. And in supporting our own, we're going to host a Louisiana Designers Fashion Show Expo March 10th at Watson Memorial Teaching Ministry in their auditorium,
Yes.
4400 St. Charles.
St. Charles.
You've got to be there. We are getting designers from all over the city, young, old, middle-aged. If you have a 5-year-old and she can design beads and hook it on her shirt, that's a fashion designer.
Right.
Gloria Vanderbilt started somewhere. Jay Renee started somewhere. All of my other fine designers who I will not give a platform to, but we got the little Billy Joes, we got the Bonquishas, we got the Bon Cornettas. We want to give you a platform right here in your city, and we want you to just exhibit all of your fashions, and we want to buy them. We don't want to just see them. We want to purchase them so that we can put you on the map.
Okay. Now, is that New Orleans designers only? How about?
It's not. We're just the host show. You know, we're hosting it.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because we're international.
We are international.
Someone
So
may wanna
you
fly
want to
in.
fly on into New Orleans.
Yeah.
The little easy
Yes,
is not big
indeed.
easy. Fly on in, and we'll definitely get you hooked up. But some information will be available if you would dial area 504-296 4339, and we'll give you some information.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
And now I understand that there'll be a runway. Can you talk a little bit about that?
We want to make it just like the show in New York. I don't know if many of you have ever been there, but we're going to recreate that scene as if we were in New York City. And we're going to have the runway, and we're going to exhibit your clothes, and we got some surprise people coming in to commentate and just to put you out there. But you definitely deserve to be seen. Your designs need to be worn, and the world just needs to know about you. And I'm just excited about it. I'm excited. You know, we have to have a small cover charge, $10 to get into the event because we've got some bills to pay. And it's a small monetary amount you have to pay as a fashion designer to get into it. But I promise you, it's just to take care of in-house stuff. But we really want it to be about you. We want to put you out there. Absolutely.
And you'll be able to access more information on social media. I know on Facebook.
Yes.
There'll be a post today that will give you all the information that you need, along with the contact information, because we really want to make this big.
We want to make it big.
We want to make this
We
huge.
want to
It's
make
gonna
it
be
big.
Huge with entertainment. Will there be food? Because, you know, this is New
You
Orleans.
got to eat. We're going to have some of our chefs. You'll be able to taste their various cuisines and stuff that they have. So you got to come on. You just got to come and see. Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
So creative.
It's the God in me. I hang around creative people. Family, I hang around creative people. That's all. That's all.
She's awesome. Thank you so much. And is there anything else you want to tell us? What anything else going on with you that we
February
didn't know?
the 23rd, I'm going to do another encore, The God of Melanie Pichon,
Oh my gosh.
at Grace and Glory Church. Thank you, Pastor Eileen Johnson. It's 802 3rd Street, Friday, February 23rd, 7:30. You just got to come. All I can tell you, you just got to be there. You got to be
in the
there.
house. Be there early if you want a seat.
Yeah,
And I think we're
802
getting ready
3rd
to
Street.
end. Our time is up.
Yeah.
This has been an awesome show.
It's been awesome. It's been
Mr.
awesome.
Derrick Shepherd. Was he not?
He was phenomenal. I told you he was phenomenal.
Oh,
yeah.
you told me.
Yeah, I did.
What an honor. Thank you, Mr. Shepherd. Thank you, Evangelist Mel. And thank you guys for listening to us another week. I'm tuning in, chiming in. Post, share, and like our show at Boomers Lifestyle Network and New Orleans Talk Network. And as we ask you every week, what are you going to do with your second half?
Yes.
50 down and 50 to go. Let's get busy. We love you, dear.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Awesome. Bye-bye.
Living my life like it's golden, golden.